A tenancy agreement is a contract between you and your landlord, giving you both rights, such as your right to live in a property and your landlord's right to receive rent for letting it to you. It also sets out the legal terms and conditions, so it's legally binding, meaning that you can't just change your mind after you've signed it, so make sure you're completely happy before doing so. Now, the main type of contract is an assured short-hold tenancy. This can either be an individual contract where only your name is on it, or a joint contract where all the tenants' names are on it. Now, here are the main differences between the two. With paying rent on an individual contract, you're only responsible for paying your own rent, whereas on a joint contract, you're all jointly responsible. So if one tenant doesn't pay, then the other tenants may have to pay the remaining amount. And if none of you pay, then the landlord may ask any of you to pay for the full amount. Another difference is paying for damages to the property. On an individual contract, you are only responsible for paying for damages to your own bedroom and have a shared responsibility for damages to the communal areas. Whereas on a joint contract, you're all jointly responsible for damage to the property, and the landlord could ask any of you to pay for the full amount of the damages. A final difference between the two contracts is replacement tenants. On an individual contract, if a tenant leaves, then you have no say over who replaces them. Whereas on a joint contract, if a tenant leaves, then the remaining tenants are responsible for all agreeing on who will replace them. And if no replacement is found, then the remaining tenants may have to pay for the remaining amount of extra rent. Now, before you sign anything and before you make any payments or deposits, make sure you've read through the contract really carefully. And the brilliant thing is, LSH offer a free contract checking service to help you out with this process. All you have to do is email your contract over to them and then pop into the office on the University of Liverpool campus.